Hey, beautiful souls. This is Ashoo here, and I've come here with another video on Kundalini awakening and deconditioning. I'm making video, I feel, after a long time on this topic, as I've been guided to make something related to, or say something related to this topic of deconditioning, as it is a very important part of your Kundalini awakening or physical ascension process that you have been undergoing during this time. So namaste to you all, and I hope I will be able to share with you some reflections, insights, and valuable information that could help you along your journey of spiritual awakening. So Kundalini awakening is a process that is leading you every day onto your path of opening up to your own potentialities and possibilities to gain connection with your own core self. And what is happening on the way is like you are going through the cycles, which are very turbulent at times because a lot of hidden issues that are coming mostly from our childhood patterns or adaptive patterns or orientations, they begin to surface and they start pointing out where someone is not true to or their integrity, in the sense that they are not true to their essence, they're not true to their heart, they're not true to their core. So it will start creating or stirring a kind of I would say, just like if you stir the water in the river, it will give the ripple effect. So similarly, Kundalini energy is trying to create that ripple effect in your everyday energetic pattern. So it is kind of, she's coming, rising up, poking you to create that ripple effect so that you can go back and retreat and go in a hermit mode and start doing some reflection on your own energy system and learning about your own energy system and how to manage that energy system and how to bring that energy system back into a sense of regulation. So you're required to do a lot of this retreating into a hermit mode, and that retreat gives you space and time that you usually won't get as you are getting by life through your habitual mode, to start making real changes in your energy patterns, to start making real changes into your energy system so that the energy could move through you in the ways that that is beneficial for you, in the ways that will allow the energy to raise your vibrational frequency, that will allow this energy to help you to come out of the old patterns, behavioral patterns, thinking patterns, or the perspectives that you were orientated towards earlier on, to start getting underneath the skin or the texture or the cover of all those identities that you were taking upon yourself under the guise of your unique individual personalities, and shedding off that layers and skins, which I would say is your conditioned behaviors, your conditioned habitual patterns, your conditioned very, very subtle energetic patterns, which we are not able to see through in our day-to-day lives, because they are so much coming from our subconscious or unconscious adaptive ways of behaving in our day-to-day lives. So it is trying to cleanse you from the deepest parts of your cellular memory, from your subconscious, all the things that you learned as children, and you learned because you needed to survive in certain environments. Because a lot of things that we do, we are just doing out of habit, out of our conditioning. So this energy is trying to decondition you. It is trying to really take you, pull you out of your older reality. And that is where a lot of us who are going through the Kundalini process, it's difficult to digest the truth that we are not what we were pretending to be. In truth, in essence, we are souls, we are of a much higher dimension, of much higher vibrational frequency than we were pretending to be under the guise of that socially conditioned belief patterns or socially conditioned fear-based living conditions, I would say. So our consciousness was operating from there, and suddenly your consciousness is getting an upgrade. So that upgrade requires definitely some work on your part, because for every promotion that you get at your job, or every upgrade that takes place, happens because of certain causes, certain conditions. When those conditions are met, then the upgrade happens. But you are fortunate, you're blessed that energy has chosen to give you an upgrade. But now time has come for you to accept that upgrade. Unless you accept that upgrade, you will be in a hot soup. You will be in a hot soup, and you will be feeling the pain that hot soup can create on your skin. So if you accept this energy, and if you can accept that it means transformation, if you can accept it means a drastic and dramatic transformation in your life, then you will find yourself getting primed up in that hot soup. And then that hot soup will start teaching you, you will start using your prefrontal cortex, your higher brain, functioning on how to survive in that hot soup. So something like that is happening in your Kundalini process. It is making you really tough, resilient, upgrading you, raising your consciousness level, trying to decondition the old patterns which do not align with your soul's purpose, which does not align with your unique essence, unique gifts or personality that you are gifted with. So just trying to bring you back to the possibilities that you were not able to see under the guise of your conditioned self earlier on. So Kundalini equals deconditioning. If you understand that, then you will be able to take in the discomfort that comes from this process, deconditioning your old behaviors, beliefs, lifestyle patterns. It will be easier for you to get along your journey and accept this process with smile and laughter. So practice some laughter yoga, that can really help you. And I do offer coaching, so you can approach me, because that is really going to help you in deconditioning, because you are laughing for no reason as well there. So it will teach you your spiritual purpose in laughing for no reason as well is very, very effective in your Kundalini process, because then you're learning what it means to decondition, what it means not to attach shoulds and don'ts and good or bad to the possibilities that are ever present within you and around you. But we are not able to see those possibilities because we are so much stuffed with habitual ways of looking and habitual ways of perceiving. So Kundalini is giving you a very good opportunities to jump out of that prison of conditioning and start becoming more playful with exploration of the possibilities that are present out there for you. And that can happen once the integration process will start, when you will begin to accept this process, surrender to this process, and also do a lot of inner work, I would say, is required during this process before you begin to reach that state. You need to do a lot of healing work and connect with the wisdom of your own bodies, because it is deconditioning is happening at the level of your mind. And that is the purpose of this energy. You're lucky if this energy is operating through you, because it is doing a lot of work automatically. But what it requires you to do is just to pay attention to what needs to be done on your part. If you're facing any stress or any chronic stress symptoms, that is an opportunity for you to take a deeper look at your own life, your own lifestyle, your own childhood patterns, your own identification with the thoughts, and your own storytelling narratives that are going on in your mind. So there are a lot of techniques that can be used when you're sailing through this process, and stressful energies begin to overtake you, because one after another Kundalini energy will take out in different cycles as per your individual capacity whatever needs to be cleansed from the deepest memory of your cells, because it really want to give you that health that you deserve to have. And it is teaching you how to create that self-care, and what is true self-love is that how we are loving from the lenses of the conditioned self, then how we are trapped in different dimensions of relationships also, where we are not living from our core purpose, where we're not living from our heartfelt creation of life around us. Or if you are facing issues in any area of your life, whether it is career or relationship or finances or health challenges, it's trying to draw your attention to where you need to work on yourself and where you need to align your energies, where you need to decondition. And that is a very deep work sometimes you're required to do in this process, because you won't be able to move forward unless you have done that deep work. And she's your guide, she's your guide, and she is going to see that how sincere the student is, and she's going to give that guidance to you if you're sincerely following the path and you are working on yourself and you're working on the dysfunctions that we exhibit in our behaviors, because a lot of times we are not aware that a lot of us, we come from uh, the conditioning that is not really functioning in a healthy way. There is a lot of dysfunctionality around the way we have been taught to behave, like where our emotions were ignored, and our culture is so much shame-based culture. So there's a lot of hidden shame that is beneath any kind of pattern we are displaying in our lives, behavioral pattern or fear-based patterns or our actions. So it's trying to cleanse that underneath shame from your energy system by bringing you into alignment with your own truth, your own nature as divine, as pristine, and how it is true universally. The underlying shame is so much present culturally, how much it is present universally, and how we have to um, get in touch with those parts of us which are thriving or surviving, I would say, uh, under the on top of this foundation of shame, and how our fear-based behaviors and where we are compromising our sense of integrity because of this unconscious patterns, which has a shame hidden beneath them. And it's a deep exploration that it is asking you to do, and because it is really trying to give you the sense of uh, freedom and a sense of a true connection with your divine essence, that you are much bigger than what you are thinking that you can't do. It's trying to bring your attention to all those areas where you might be feeling not good about yourself. And then it is trying to help you to understand that, oh, this is not who you truly are. This is something that is conditioned into your energy system by the way you were brought up. And most of it is coming from your childhood, where there are so many rules and regulations that our soul was told to follow. And as children, you had to survive. So your survival brain was very intelligently designed by nature, that children would start behaving in the ways that would make the parent or the primary caregiver happier around them. So a lot of times it becomes a unconscious habitual pattern. So what Kundalini is trying to do is it's trying to draw your attention to where you felt inhibited, where your energy system took the U-turn and it didn't go forward because it was not accepted when you were a child. But now you are no longer a child. Now you are in your adult self. So it is asking you to reparent that inner child. So it is, you're lucky that she is giving you an opportunity to go back into your childhood, to connect with your inner child and reparent that inner child so that you can access healthy functioning by giving that child a healthy parenting so that you can transit into a healthy adulthood. You can transit into a healthy relationships. You can transit into a healthy life. You can transit into a healthy lifestyle. So Kundalini awakening is all about deconditioning. And if you understand this truth about Kundalini, you will be able to sail through your process with a wide smile on your face. And even if on the days when you are not feeling good, when you are reprocessing and reorienting your old energy systems, it's all right, because this is an organic part of your process and there is no shame attached to it, because she's simply trying to bring you out of those shame-based social conditioning patterns and behaviors, and really asking you to get in touch with your honorable divine sense of self, which has both aspects, light and dark. So it's like you are trying to integrate the dark aspects and transmuting into the light. So you're becoming a light body. When you have done this work where you are able to see that everybody has a darker side to them and everybody has a lighter side to them. But most of the times our society and culture doesn't accept us to look deeply or with clarity to the darker side. We want to suppress the darker side. Always. Don't get angry. If you get angry, this is not good. We must be happy. You should be happy all the time. So when we hear the shoulds and good and bad conditioning that has happened and how a child tried to take on that persona and started feeling or showing happiness, even the child was not happy inside. It was body was not feeling a sensation of happiness, but the mind was telling to be happy. So that is where the energies channels are getting stuck. This is just a very small example. There are so many areas of life where children are not able to pursue the career they want because of the pressure from the parents, or they have to pursue a particular career because the parents think that is going to make their life easier later on. So similarly, there are a lot of same applies to a lot of stuff in different areas of your life, including how you perceive your own sense of self, how you perceive your relationship to others, how you perceive others, how others perceive you, and how you perceive the others perceive you. So it's like all those lenses are kind of getting cleansed, and she's bringing you home into your heart center from where you can connect with the wisdom of your own body, wisdom of your own heart, and wisdom of your own awakening. Your spiritual awakening is what Kundalini is trying to help you with. I hope I'm able to say something that could help you to understand your process. So if you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you in the next video. I've also started a podcast. The description has the link if you would like to subscribe to that. I will be putting more information related to self-help tools that might help you in your awakening process. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.